would like to. I am Fatima and today I am going to review seminar on physics lesson 1 force. Okay. In our daily life, we experience many changes around us, like sunrises and such. We all are on Earth. We are not flying in it. And another example can be we push the door while closing and pull it while opening. So all year, there is one concept behind these all changes. What is that? When we push the door, we experience we with our strength, with our power, we push the door, or else while pulling, we do give some power to pull. So force can be defined as nothing but a push or a pull. The difference between push and pull is like pushing means moving the object and pulling means bringing it near to us. So the force can be said as push or pull. Okay. Force. The different words for force is strength, power, effort to move an object, or to push the object, or to pull the object. So in force, we have two main types, which is contact force and one is non-contact force at a distance. So by the name, contact means there is a direct contact between two objects. If I am catching this duster, so this is a direct contact between me and my hand and a duster. So it is said to be contact force. Between two objects. So now, in contact force also we have four main forces, wherein direct contact is there between objects. First is muscular force. By the name itself, we can understand that this force is being exerted by muscles. So when do we use muscles? Where we apply force? When do we use? Yeah, in gym, like for what reason? What we do in gym? Where muscles are being used? Uh, Lifting dumbbells, push-ups. So muscular force is exerted by muscles. And the example for this is lifting dumbbells. Okay, the next contact force is friction, a frictional force. Like, what is friction? Friction is nothing but in simple words we can say stop. But to define friction, we can write it as resistance to movement. resistance to movement of the body over the surface of another body. Okay. So, as I said, it's nothing but stop. So, stopping an object. Uh, so, while writing, if we write, as I'm writing over here, if I write first, my the pen is not slipping from my hand. Why? Because friction force is there between the pen and my hand. That's why it's not slipping. So we can say that friction is necessary for a good living. So example of frictional force is writing. Can anyone else give an example of frictional force? जी we can so we are slipping. जी throwing a ball. Okay. The next contact force is normal. We can say that in contact force, the types of force in contact force can be defined by their names itself. So, normal force is nothing but when a solid object exerts force, direct force on any object in normal direction. So, here normal is what? Perpendicular. Like this. The book is kept in normal direction on the table. So like this type, where the objects, where the solid objects are kept on any other object in normal direction, it is said to be it is said to be normal force. What did I say? Normal. What is normal? Yes, yes. It's normal means nothing but perpendicular. The book is kept perpendicular, normal, on the bench. I would like anyone to answer, like, give an example of normal force. See, I just said, right? Yeah. Okay. Book on table. Okay. Another example? Anything on surface of the earth, like an almirah on the floor. It's a normal direction, right? And the object where it is kept is the floor. Okay. Now we are done with muscular, friction, and normal. There's one more type, that is tension. Stop. The next is tension. Tension means nothing but tightness of the object. Okay, so you will not understand by this. So if a rope is there, no, if an elastic rope is there, and we stretch it, so at some time, after some time, it breaks. If you take an example of stick, after stretching it, it breaks. With stretchable sticks. Why do it break? Because of tension. So the tension is between a stick and the object by which it is getting stretched. So example is stretching rope. Okay. These were force. These were type of force, which contact force, and we learned all the types of contact force. Now we'll be learning non-contact force. As I said, contact force is nothing but when there is a direct contact between two objects. So what is non-contact force? Yeah, you are right, Namra. It doesn't have any contact between two objects, but still a force is acting on the object. So the next is non-contact. Non-contact's other name is field force. You can even say it as force at a distance. Just remember what I happened? Okay. Yes. Okay. As I said, the definition for this is no contact between objects. Between objects. Okay. And here we have three types in non-contact field force. First is magnetic. Magnetic. By the word itself, you can understand that the force which is exerted by a magnet. Okay. We observe that if we bring a magnet, bar magnet here, north, here, south, and to another bar magnet, north, south, south, north. These two are said to be unlike poles. And if it is north and south side, so these are said to be like poles. So we know that unlike poles repel each other. Repel. So in repel, in if two magnets are kept and this is the north pole and this is the north pole, here south, here south. So these two are said to be like poles and they repel each other. What does repel mean? What happens when the two magnets repel? They go far away. They don't attract. They go far away. So, and while when they are unlike, they are said to be attracting each other. We know what, so we know that these unlike attracts and like repels each other. So in life, when they are pushing each other far. So the force which is being exerted over here is push, and the force which is being exerted while they are attracting, when the two unlike forces are attacking, they are pulling each other towards itself. Understood? Okay. So force acting between two magnets, it can either be push or pull. So push over here is repel when they repel, and pull here is attract. And they can even act between an iron object and a metal. Okay? So I want to give example for magnetic field. Excellent. Coin to magnet. Okay. The next type is gravitational force. What is gravity? The property of Earth by which it can pull everything towards its surface is known as gravity. So, gravitational force is nothing but the force exerted by gravity of the Earth. So, here the Earth is not repelling. If it repels, we will it. It is attracting everything towards itself. So uh, attraction force, and it is because of gravity. Gravitational force is nothing but the attractional force acting due to gravity. Okay. Examples of gravitational force. Hello. Okay. Example: apple falling down. Okay. Stop it. Okay. The last, I said non-contact force has three types. So the last type of non-contact force is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is the force which is being exerted by a charged body to small pieces, small bits of paper, like small pieces, which are even charged bodies. Keep here. So, example for this is like if you blow a balloon and we rub it with our dry hairs or with a paper. It becomes starch. It becomes starch body. And if we bring it near to bits of paper, like small bits of paper, so the balloon attracts those bits of paper, and those bits of paper get attracted to sticks to the balloon while due to electrostatic force. Paper getting attracted by charged balloon. And here paper is must and should be like bits of paper, a small pieces of paper. Okay? And everyone understood contact force, field force. Type of contact forces are four: muscular, frictional, normal, tension. Field force is magnetic, electrostatic, gravitational force. Everyone understood? And this is for today. Jazakallah khairan.